Hello everyone, welcome to SwitchUp as we once again have a look at some of the games coming out for the Switch in this upcoming week. This week we'll be looking at the games releasing from the 12th up until the 18th of February, as well as any games that are already out but didn't make one of these videos for whatever reason. Now I will say quickly that owing to when I have to record this video, I'm having to do it before the Nintendo Direct, so it won't include any potential stealth drops that came as a result of that show. That's just the harsh reality of busy life, family, kids, etc. I'm afraid. But if there are any notable ones, I'll put them at the start of next week's video. Okay, what's coming out this week for the Switch? Well, let's find out. A quick look at a few games that are already out then, and the first is Ziggurat 2. This calls itself a hectic roguelite first-person shooter, where you'll be exploring randomly generated dungeons, as was the case with the first game in this series, which is also available on the Switch. It goes on to say that the focus is on fast-paced combat, where mistakes are paid for dearly, with dexterity, reflexes and resource management needed to give you a chance to survive. It sells for £19.49 or your regional equivalent. The next of those already out is Retro Bowl, which is a retro-inspired American football game, very much along the lines of Tecmo Bowl from what I can see. Now the version of football that I know and love uses a spherical ball and is played by a bunch of overpaid prima donnas who fall over clutching their ankle if a pigeon gives them a funny look whilst flying over the stadium. Bless them. But even I couldn't resist the sale price this launched at and have picked it up, even though my only real knowledge of this sport is having played Blood Bowl on the PlayStation 4. I'm looking forward to diving into it and it baffling me completely at some point soon, and even with that sale price having now finished, the regular price of £4.49 or your regional equivalent still looks to be very good value. And the final game for those already out is Valis, the Fantasm Soldier Collection. This brings together 3 games from the Valis series to commemorate the 35th anniversary of the games, with the first one releasing back in 1986. The 3 games included are all from the PC Engine. They are Valis, the Phantasm Soldier, Valis 2 and Valis 3. They are well loved action platform games, and save states, rewind features etc. have been added this time round, although apart from a sound mode and visual mode, it calls it here in the blurb, there do not appear to be any other extra features, which is a bit of a shame for an anniversary release. It costs £31.79. Looking at the games coming out this week, and the first one is Monster Prom 2 Monster Camp XXL. This joins its predecessor on the Switch and describes itself as a multiplayer dating sim. This sequel moves the setting to a summer camp, and there is a new cast of characters to romance, with some old faces also returning from that first game. Its features include a new campfire mechanic and a new stage full of magic mixed drinks, it says here. I'm sure fans of the first game will be able to decipher what they are, but it also says that this XXL version includes all of the non-Kickstarter exclusive outfit packs too. It will sell for £17.99, although you can get 10% off of that price up until the 20th of February.
The breathtaking Grim Reaper. They're so famous, they found a regular cat and turned it into an internet sensation. So there's just one question left. Are you joining us?
Pack your bag.
The next one is Infernax, which sees you playing as a great knight who returns to his homeland only to find it plagued with unholy magic. The blurb says that every decision you make is crucial. For example, you may choose to slay or help someone, and these choices may affect the rest of the game. You'll need to use your money to purchase better weapons and armour, as well as deciding whether to upgrade your health or mana, for example. Aside from the obvious graphical influences from back in the day, such as Castlevania, it also reminds me of the granddaddy of the modern retro games, Shovel Knight, in terms of the colour palette and particularly some of the backgrounds. There are multiple endings based on your choices, boss battles and many secret areas to discover. This looks just a ticket as far as I'm concerned, and it will cost £17.99 and it releases on the 14th. Next game is Dynasty Warriors 9 Empires, the latest game in Koei Tecmo's long-running series. This newest release combines the 1 versus 1000 action with country conquering simulation, according to the blurb. You'll be commanding your armies with the battles of previous games now taking the shape of castle sieges, with planning and military might needed to seize each castle. There is a politics system with the interaction between officers determining the foundations of each force, and edit mode is also included again, allowing you to create custom officers. There is a standard edition and a deluxe edition which includes a variety of armour sets and other such bits. The standard edition is going for a hefty £54.99 on the eShop, whereas the deluxe edition is set to sell for an eye-watering £89.89. The physical version surely is the way to go here. I've seen it available on some websites already for £39. It releases on the 15th. Then we have Beat Souls, which is a rhythm action game from East Asia Soft. You'll need to rack up high scores by building combos, avoiding obstacles and collecting spirits. It says you'll need to master the elegant dance of dodging and jumping to avoid incoming obstacles, as colliding with noise will result in your combo being reset. There are other characters to unlock, each with their own skills, and there is an infinite hell mode to attempt for the masochists out there. It costs £8.99 or your regional equivalent, and it releases on the 16th. Coming out on the 17th is Voice of Cards, The Forsaken Maiden from Square Enix. This is the second game in the Voice of Cards series, and we thought very highly of that first game when we reviewed it last year. If it's anything like the first game, it plays like a traditional tabletop RPG, and it's played through the medium of cards. It's set on a remote chain of islands that have been protected for generations by the Maidens, but now face destruction, and the blurb makes it clear that this is a standalone story and you do not need to have played the first game to play this one. It will cost £24.99 or your regional equivalent. Next then, there is Assassin's Creed the Ezio collection. I'm sure there will be many people looking forward to this release, and it brings together Assassin's Creed 2, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood and Assassin's Creed Revelations, the three parts of the Ezio trilogy, and it takes place across 15th century Renaissance Italy into 16th century Constantinople. The package also includes two short films called Assassin's Creed Lineage and Assassin's Creed Embers. I like the Assassin's Creed games, with 2 actually being one of my favourites from those that I've played, but I do wonder why they insisted on the present day parts of the story. These bits always either confused me from a story perspective or just bored me from a gameplay one, but anyway, I digress. There were no prices available at the time of making this video. If that has changed between recording and editing, they'll be at the bottom of the screen. And personally, I would have picked up the physical version of this were it not for the fact that a couple of the games require a digital download, a practice that is becoming more and more frequent, unfortunately. Let me know if you are picking this one up, and what is your favourite Assassin's Creed game.
When I was a child, I sought wisdom. Violence was so far from my mind. When were you ever young?
The next release is called Gem Wizards Tactics, and as the name implies, is a turn-based tactics game. There are 5 nations to choose between, each with their own unique units and special skills to use in battle. The blurb mentions a story mode, a campaign mode and custom modes being available, as well as there being a map editor. It also mentions how you can use your powers in interesting ways, such as blocking the paths of enemies with fire or freezing a river to push your enemies back. If it delivers on its promise and the campaign is of a decent length, then it could potentially be a bit of a steal at its £10.99 asking price. It releases on the 18th. And finally for the week then, also out on the 18th, is Rover Mechanic Simulator. This sees you taking on the role of a mechanic on one of the first Martian colonies, and you will need to maintain and repair the Mars rovers so that further information can be collected about the planet. You'll need to use a variety of tools, and it appears there are slight variations on how your career path can pan out depending on your preferences, such as becoming a technician or an analyst. I know there is a big fan base for simulation games such as this, and whilst the trailer doesn't appear to give too much away in terms of pure gameplay, it does at least look as if it may be quite in depth. For those interested, it will cost £9.99 or your regional equivalent. So there you have it, another week of Nintendo Switch releases, and as has been the case for the last couple of weeks, things are starting to ramp up with some bigger named releases coming. Which of these games, if any, are you going to pick up? Please do let us know in the comment section below. Don't forget, if you are looking for eShop credit, you can use our website to purchase eShop cards. We have been able, thankfully, to extend the discount period that we had running, 10% off, up until the end of February. So if you want to save yourself a bit and help the channel out, that would be a great way to do it. A quick thank you to our Patreons as always for your continued support, and to each and every one of you for watching our videos. Take care, and until next time, happy gaming.